The thing that I hear so often is I don't know if I could have made it without Gilda's Club support.
I was trained. I took care of cancer patients every day. When I heard the words, "you have cancer," it was scary.
You know, I'm a cancer survivor, and I knew what it was like to be going through something that can be very scary, and how isolating that is.
Gilda's Club meets you where you are and meets the needs that you have. Every individual is different.
When Brian died, my husband, my mom was the one who told me about Gilda's Club, told me that I should come here for grief counseling. And the more we came, the more, oh my gosh, we loved it here.
It has been a life changer for me, just to have that support.
People that come to Gilda's Club can feel like they are a part of a family, that they belong, and that they can make connections with others.
To me, that's just invaluable. People need to know they're not alone, and do it in a warm, inviting, safe environment.
Well, Gilda's Club was really formed by 3 key co-founders.
One summer night at a party, I was talking with Susan Smith and said, you know, I've got this idea.
It just hit me. I mean, I had had cancer, and it had been maybe 10 years since my diagnosis and treatment. And it just spoke to me.
And then I said, well, who else would be really interested? And she said, oh, I bet Deb Bailey would be.
Every so often there'd be somebody, and you'd see the passion in their eyes, or I would, and they'd say, I have to be involved in this.
In the beginning, it was really through a community of support, driven by a community of dreamers.
Well, certainly trying to find a home. That was a main challenge.
We wanted people to come in here, feel at home, feel comfortable, relax, and then be able to share their experience.
Such a wonderful community resource that serves a great need in people's lives.
A lot of times when people hear that you have cancer, you know, you feel alone because they don't know what to say to you, you know, just how to treat you.
No one ever wants to come here because of why we come here, but it's the best place to come when those things happen.
Gilda's Club doesn't exist without the support of the community, and it's so important.
Well, the community played a huge part, and if it wasn't for the community, it wouldn't be there.
Gilda's has given us so much, and so at any opportunity I like to give back.
But we're just a very generous community. I hear that all the time, how philanthropic Grand Rapids is.
Unfortunately, there's more cancer and grief in this community to go around than what any one organization can support. But we are committed in the last 20 years and committed in the next 20 or 40 if we're fortunate enough to be able to continue to provide that emotional health support for this community.
Well, first I want to say that I'm in awe of 20 years.
We've come a long ways in 20 years, and we have a long ways to go.
My hope for Gilda's Club is to be able to continue to grow and expand.
I would hope that it will just always be here for people that need it.
People that come to Gilda's Club can feel like they are a part of a family, that they belong, and that they can make connections with others that will understand what it's like to be traveling through some very tough chapters.
So I personally want to thank the community for the success of Gilda's Club, and applaud all of the people who contributed to different parts at different times to make it the success that it is, and will continue to be successful, hopefully for another 20 years, because there's nothing else like it.